Sorry, ma. My network is really, really bad. Can you hear me, ma?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Very sorry. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so let's continue. So, so let me start from the beginning again. So as I said, so the index returns a value or reference of the cell at the intersection of a particular row and a column in a given range. So as I said, like, so now basically what it does is it gives you listen now, I want to get joy score, the joy math score. I know that if to get joy math score, I need to be in the joy row and the math row and the joy row and the math column. You need to be in the joy row and the math column. So anything that is in the intersection of those two, you see that if you go to joy row here and the column, if you see the intersection now, we have 63 beneath them. That's the intersection. That's what is going to give us down there. So that's the thing directly beneath them. So that's the math score. That's what we want to get. So basically, what you need to do is with the index, you first of all select your whole range I want to make use of. Then that's the array of what you want to. So where array means where you want to the range where you want to get, you want to return the value from, where you want the value to be returned from. So that's your array. So I get into then put my comma. Then I need to put the row number. So the row number is gotten by the count of the row. So I get in. So to count our row here, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 rows in this place. So I get in. So it's going to, so the joy row there is going to be the second, which is number 2. So I put 2. So I get in for the joy row, then comma. Then I want to get math, the column I want to use is math, the math column. So I need to put 2 for the math. So that's why I want to get the math score. So I get in the 2. Put 2 for the, so you can see it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put 2 for it to give us the math score. So the math score here is 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. The name is 1. The math is 2. English 3 and 4. So after putting it now, I can put my close bracket and enter. It's going to give me 67 because that's the directly intersection of that. That's what is directly obeying is opposite joy and is directly beneath math. That's what combines both of them together. Do you get it now?
Yes.
So that's the index. So that's what the index does. It helps you bring out that content. It helps you bring it out. What is inside that intersection of those, the joy and math? Help me bring it out. That's what index does. It helps you bring it out. So then we have the next one, which is match. So match. So match returns the relative position of an item in an array that matches a specific value in a specified order. So basically, match returns the column number. It doesn't return the value, it returns the column number of that. You know, we have to put column number 2 and row number 2 to be able to. So you're getting it. So what match does now? It returns that column number and row number for you, not just the column. It returns the row too, depending on how you work with it. So you're getting it. So now, after putting in the match, it's going to tell us which value do we want to return. So getting it. Which value do we want now? We need to give it a value that we want to return. So I'm going to just use this for the example now. Just this empty blank space. I'm going to show you why I'm using it. For the value, put my comma. Then array, look up array. Where is it looking for this value in? So where is this value meant to be looked at? So I'm going to select this place. That I want to look for the value. Sorry. I want to look for the value in this place. I want to look for this value in this place. So I'm getting it. Then now put my comma. So it's going to ask me, do you want to return the exact match? So you want to return lesser than. If you want to return something that is lesser than that, you use lesser than that's 1. You want to return something that is greater than is -1. Then you want to return exact match. So that is has to be exact match. You put 0. I'm going to just click it here because you're already showing me. I'm going to click exact match and close my bracket and enter. It's going to give me any error because there's nothing like empty stuff there. So I get it. So what I need to do is just put in the name. So I'm going to say joy and enter. So you're going to give me joy's column number is 2. Do you get it? So joy's column number is 2. So it's going to give me 2. Then I want to also get math. So I'll put in math here. So if I put in math now, so what I need to do is equals to match. Then lookup value, select math. Lookup array is the row. So I'm going to be using the column. Sorry, that's the lookup array. Then I want to get exact match. Then close brackets and then enter. So the lookup, the math column number, column number is 2. So math column number is 2. So I get 2 there. So basically, what is what both of them do? So this one returns the value in a particular row or column. So I get it. And math returns the column number or row number of a particular value. You get it. So basically using them differently does not really help, but combining the two of them together, that's where the main thing is there. So I get it. Combining them gives you like a better way to use it. So I get it. Using them together, because now if you are using just the index is going to return the value for you if you are using it when you specify the column that you want and the row that you want for it to get the value from. But if you have like 10,000 data, you cannot know the row. Counting them is going to be very hard for you. So but you want to use match to be able to combine both of them together and get what you want to do. Are you getting it?
So that match again, explain that match to me. You say it will help you identify the row and the column where what you are looking for is.
It's going to help you bring out the column, the row number and the column number of the particular data that you're looking for.
Okay.
It's going to search through that range, that array that you're going to give to it and bring out the column number. In this part, in this index, we had to put in column number. See, we have the row number and column number, which is 2, 2.
Yes.
For the joy, it is 2. For the math, is also the row number for the joy is 2. The column number for the math is 2. So let's see now. What we want to return now is no longer the data inside. We want to return the column number and the row number. That's why we use the math. Match. That's why you use the match. Do you get it?
Yes. Please, can you run that match again? Let me see how it works.
Okay, so what I want to do is equals to match. Select it. Then now we have the lookup value. The lookup value is the value that we were trying to look for. We're trying to get the column number for. For example, I want to get the row first. The row one is the first one. So the lookup value is the value and the value that I want to get the row number in this row here is joy. So select joy. We already written down here and put our comma. Then our lookup array is where we want to look for joy in. Which array do you want to look for joy in? So which array there do you want to look for joy in? So I want to look for joy in this array that I have here, which is this one here. Are you getting it? Then I'm going to look for joy. I'm looking for the row number. So I'm looking for joy's row number. So put in my comma now. I want to get the exact match, not lesser than or greater than. I want to get the exact match. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be greater than. I want it to be the exact match. That's why I put my 0. That's exact match. So after that, it gives me 2. So remember at the time we put in this thing to get this score, we use 2 for the row number, which is in given. That gives us. So the same thing for math. So for math, if you want to get math is going to be in column now instead of row. So I get it. So I'm going to say equals to match. So in match, I want to get lookup value. I want to look up for. I want to look for math, then comma. Then lookup value is the column. Then I want to get the exact match, and then put my bracket and enter. I have 2. So because if you count this, if you 1, 2, that's where math is. Count this 1, 2, that's where joy is. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So to combine them now, what we need to do is I'm going to combine them to get so to combine them, what we need to do is we say index equals to index. Should be it down here. Index. In the index, I want to get the array that I want to use. So which array do I want to get I want to bring my data from? So it's in this data. I want to get it from this whole range here. My data is going to come, my value is going to come out from this whole range here. Targeting the value that's going to return, it has to come from this range I have here. So I put in my comma. Now, instead of putting in the row number or the column number, I'm just going to use my match. So instead of putting the row number now, so I'm going to use my match. So match. Now I want to which lookup. What do I want to look up? I'm going to just select an empty space for now. So I want to look up this value here. Then what is my lookup array? Where do I want to look up this value from? Where do I want to look it up from? I want to look it up from here. From here. So then and I want to get the exact match, and then close bracket and close bracket again and enter. So it's empty, so it's going to give me NA. So if I just come here now and put in joy, now it's going to return ref error because they are in the same. Joy is in the same distance. They are in the same what is it called? They are in the same row. Targeting is going to give me ref error. So what I need to do is I need to now specify another distance that I want to return. Targeting. I'm going to specify. So this one and this one are in the same distance. They are the same distance if you're returning it. I guess what I'm saying.
Not really.
So I'm saying that the two of them are the same thing. If you want to return like this now, I'm saying I want to return joy from this row where joy is in. Do you get it? So basically what I need to do, I need to also add the column so that it will return another thing that is not joy. We can return the what's it called? The math score for me, or you can return the English score. Do you get it? Instead of returning the joy. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? That's why it's showing us the ref error there. If you put it in. So what I need to do now is remove the just put from. So now I need to do another one now for the math. For the math, so we'll do match. So after the first one, put in your less than your exact match. Put in your exact match. Okay. Close bracket. Then comma again. Now we need to put in the next match. The next match, which is to return which which value do I want to return? Just put this where I'm going to put the math in. Put in my comma. Then look up array. I want to look it up here. This is where I want to look up. Then comma. Then exact match. Close bracket. So I'm going to close the match bracket. I'm also going to close the index bracket. So the index bracket was open, but it was not closed. So at the end, you have to close it. Right? At the end, you have to close it and then enter. So we still have any because this one does not have any distance in it. So I'm going to say math. We have 67. We have 67 there now in math. Do you understand?
I don't know if because I'm not, your screen is it's not responding together with your explanation. Maybe that's why I'm confused. I'm not quite understanding this index match very well like that. It's like the typing is slower than your explanation. So as you're explaining, I'm not seeing the thing that you're saying very well.
Oh.
Maybe you should just take the index match again. I understand to some extent the index and the match. Now, help me put two of them together again. Explain it to me so that I understand.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to do that. So to put the two of them together, it's basically what you just basically need to do is now we are not going to be using the column number again. Now in when we used index before, we put in the index to return the value I want to return, and then we put in the column number of where the value is and the row number of where the value is.
Yes.
Targeting it to get the value. But now instead of doing that now, you don't need to use that again. Just use your match to do it.
Just use match.
Match. Okay. So what I'm going to do is let me just put in. I'm going to just put in my this. I want to get
Please give me 2 seconds, please.
Okay.
Just.
Okay.
Just doing here.
Oh.
Okay, continue.
So, so let's say I want to put in joy. I want to get, now for this, I want to get joy math score. I want to get joy math score, but let me do it like this. I'm going to create a drop down. So I'm going to create a drop down of student. Let me explain first. Let me do that one. Let me explain first. So here now, let's say I want to get my joy math score now. That's what I want to get with this stuff that I have here now. So I guess I want to get joy math score. So to do that, what I need to do is use my index for the value to be returned. So I guess so my index is going to return the value that I want. Then I'll just do the index. Then now select the array of where I want to return the value from. I want to return the value from this, and the value is going to come from this range here. So I guess that's where the value is going to come. And my comma. Then instead of putting the column and the row and the column of where the value is going to come from now, I'm going to use my match to do that.
Okay.
So I put in match now. Is my screen? You see my screen very well now. It's going well now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So put in the match. Then after putting the match, I only put the lookup value. The lookup value is what I want to look up. The value that I want to look up. I want to look up joy. Joy is the value that I want to look up for the first one, comma. I want to look up joy in this array. In this lookup array, this is the lookup array I want to look up joy in. So I guess I want to look up joy in this lookup array now. Then putting my comma again is to get I want it to be an exact match. So that's what is going to return from it. It has to be an exact match of joy. So I guess so it has to be an exact. It has to look for an exact match of joy. What is the exact match of joy? Then put it here. That's exact match. Then put in my close bracket. That's the first one now. I don't just want to look up from joy. I want to look up. I want to get joy text score or a match score. So I get it. So to do that now, start putting in the. So we need to also look up the math too, because we want to get the math score, not just joy. We want to get joy math score. So I get it. We need to look up the math too. So put in here now. I want to match again now. I want to look up for I want to look up for math. So I getting it. Then where is lookup? Lookup array is the column, which is this column here. I'm going to select the lookup array, which is this column here, and put in my comma. Then I want it to be an exact match. So put in exact match. I want it to be exact match. Sorry. I want it to be an exact match. So after that now, I'll close the bracket. So close the bracket for the match and the bracket for the index. The index bracket was open and it was not closed. So at the end, you close the index bracket. So that's why I have two brackets here. I have the first one for the match. This match, this first match, I already closed it here. You can see it. So this second match, now I close it, then I close the index. So after that, now I press my enter. So it gives me 67. So basically, what it does now is it looks for this, it looks for the joy and look for the match, and we do and bring out anything that connects the both of them. So what connects both of them in this is 67, which is the match score of joy. Just start now, ma. Hello, ma.
Yeah, I think I'm getting it now.
Okay. So now
I think I'm getting it now.
Yeah, I get it now. So after that, now what I need to do, I want to create a drop down so that whenever I select joy, when I select Peter, it's going to give me Peter test score. If I select Paul, it's going to give me Paul match score, or so I get in it. So what I need to do is create a drop down here. I'm going to note this. So to create a drop down, to create a drop down, come here, come to data and data validation, and I want it to be a list. I want to create a list. Then select the way I want to use to create it. So I'm going to use this to create the list. Joy, Peter, and all that to create the list. Then after that, then click on OK, and my list has been created. Then here too, I want to create a list with this with the column too. So data validation, a list, and then I want to create list with this column I have here. Then click on OK. So if I come here now, I click on this drop down, and I want to select 4, and 4 has to be in physics. So it's going to give me 4 physics score. Let's say if I select Joy, it gives me Joy physics score. If I select Math, it gives me Joy math score.
When you went to create the drop down, did you click on that place where that Joy was before?
Yeah, I clicked on that place. I clicked on it. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that on the index and match. I hope you understand it very well. So let's move on.
I'll have to practice it to see if I understand it.
More. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so then let's move on to the next one we have today. I think it's aggregate. So aggregate. So I'm gonna bring in another sheet for the aggregate. I want to have some errors or something. I'm coming. Okay, I'm gonna also use another explanation, but not just that one I used there. So I'm gonna use this one other data I have here. Okay, so this is the same thing, not this one. Okay, so I can do the same thing for this part now. So I get it. Can you hear me, ma? So the same thing here. Now, if I want to get the math score for Alex, and I also want to get the language and history at the same time. So I want to create a drop down here. That's okay. I already created the drop down. So you don't have to create the drop down, right? So I want to create the drop down on this table here. That if I select any of this name, it's going to give me their math score, language score, history score, and physics score. Are you getting it? So to do that now is the same way. So equals to index, then select your lookup array, which is this array I have here. This is my lookup array.
Are you typing?
It's not moving.
I can't see anything.
Let me reshare.
You know that it's coming out late. That's the problem.
I think it's the network. The rain wants to fall at my side, so the network is really like slow. Can you see it now? Like, let me share. Can you see the typing now? I'm typing.
No.
You're not seeing it?
I can hear you, but I can't see your. Now I can see it.
You can see it now. Type it. Just did. Wow, it's very slow. I typed it since and it's showing now. You can see this my mouse that is opening over, right?
I can see the mouse moving.
Yeah, okay. Can you see the typing?
No. Okay, it's now that I'm seeing the typing.
It's slow. It's very slow. I've seen it's slow. It's very slow. Let me stop it and share it again. Let's see if it's going to share over. Okay, so I'm sharing it back and I want to start typing. So can you see the typing? Okay. So if it does that, I'm just going to restart. Stop and share again. It's going to start back. So when you stop seeing it, just let me know that we share it.
So you've already created a drop down for this one already, ba?
I already created a drop down, which is in this place. You can see the drop down here. Yeah. So now what I need to do is I'll put in my equals to index. So index is first of all, we return the array, which is the range of we want to get our value from. The return value is going to come from. So it is the array here, which is the range. Comma. Then now, instead of using our row number and column number, we use our match. So match. Then now, what do we want? Which value do we want? So we want to match the Alex. The name which is going to come up here, which is the one we have here, is Alex first. So we want to match this one to this array. To this array here. We want to match it to this array. Then it has to be an exact match. So close bracket. Then comma again. So we want to do another match. Match. So in another match, we want to match this. So now I'm going to type this because now I cannot see this. You see that math is under here. Can you see? So I need to type this thing by myself. So it's I6. So it's an I6. I think I6 here. I6. So I'm going to put in I6. That's the cell address. So I6, then comma, then the lookup array. So this is my lookup array here. Then I want it to be an exact match. Yeah. Then close my bracket and then close the index bracket too, and enter. I get 45 because you should say Alex math score is 45. Now, but to get it down, if I click drop down, it's going to be showing me NA error. Do you know? Can you tell me the reason why it's showing NA error for the remaining one? This language and this.
Because it didn't put if error.
No, we don't use if error here. So the reason why it's not coming is it's not that it's not coming. It's not that it's because it's an error. The reason why it's not coming out is because the formula is incorrect for the remaining one here, but it's correct for this one. Yeah. So it's taking. Remember that using this one we have here now is we are selecting this row and we are selecting this row here. So if you are doing another one now, it's going to be selecting. It's meant to be selecting the same row and this column instead of select. It's getting it. So but what it's doing now is it's coming down instead of selecting this Alex cell here. Now, it's coming down to this second cell to select it. Let's look at it. So this Alex cell, let's say Alex is cell J5. But if you look at the second one, it's selecting J6. So it's selecting this row that has this number now instead of selecting this first one. So what we need to do, remember, is to put in our
lock it.
Yeah, lock it. So using our absolute select. So that's basically what we need to do for it. So what you need to do is come here. You can use F4 to lock. So select. You have to select the whole distance. Select this whole and press F4. Select this one. Press F4. Select this one. Select this one too. You have F4. This one here too should be F4 too, because this one too will go down if it's moving. So F4 it needs to be. The only one that we're not locking is this. Sorry, you're not locking this one. Sorry, I made a mistake. This is one that we're not meant to lock. This one here. So this one is the one that we're not meant. This one is the one we meant to lock. The J5. So the reason why we're not locking this one is that we want, after it works on math, it should go to language. So the second one has to be language, not math again. Do you get it? The second one has to be language, which is I7. The next one it should be I8. The next one is I9. So that's basically that. So if I come here,
that's why we are not locking it, so that it can move.
Yeah. So you see, it's moving now. So the next one we have is math language score 63, 62, history score 100, and physics score 99. So if I come to this list and click on drop down, and I select another name, which is Aaron, I get my drop down.
Okay, sorry, wait. You locked every other one except this I6.
Yeah, I6 because the I6 is what is containing the math. And one the math, after math, the next thing is going to be language, not math again. So he has to move from math to this one.
Okay.
Do you get it? That's how you not lock math. If I lock math, it's just going to be doing math. So getting it for the every other one. Let me just show you an example for that. So if I put this, if I lock this, enter, and I just click here and click on drop down. You see, it gives me math score there. So you're getting it. This math is 30. It's in language, so it's not coming down. even in this one, it's still selecting I6. So I getting it. In this one too, so I6. So I guess that's the reason because it's locked. So it's just locked to that mat. So we don't need it to be locked. We just need to remove it. So we need it to move to the next line when it gets to that part. So leave it like that. So if I come here, click this down, it's going to give me the remaining score. So that. Do you understand it, man?
Yes. This your network is affecting our class today, but I'm following small.
Okay, man. That's all bad.
Maybe when I practice it on my own and I get the recording, it will help me better.
No problem. I'll make sure I'll send it. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on to the next. I need the data. Let me get it. Okay. I think let me try. I think data is not here. Let me try downloading it. I'm coming. I'm coming. Just 1 minute. Please. So aggregate. That's what I want to do. So aggregate, that's what I want to do today. So next we have is aggregate. So aggregate is basically used for, if you look at this our data we have here, if you look at the data, you see that if you want to sum this data now, it will show you because if you look at it, we have any error here, and we have any error. So I getting it. We have all these errors. So if I want to come here now, I want to sum this data that I have here. I want to sum this whole data. If I click on, let's say let me use auto sum. I want to use auto sum. Auto sum. No, not different. This one is gonna give me. So let's say I want to sum this whole row here. So, too much. So let me just select it. So I'm going to select the number here. So selecting this now, I want to send them together. So if I select everything and put enter, you see that it's going to give me error, but you have numbers there. So the reason it's giving me error is because we have because hello ma.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, because we have an error here. So because we have an error here, so it's not going to be able to calculate it because of this error that we have here, and that's why the sum is giving us NA error. So I get it. But what if we want to do, what we can do to it is to use our aggregate. Use our aggregate. Sorry.
Okay.
Aggregate. So basically, what the aggregate does is returns an aggregate in a list or database. So aggregate means it's going to help you filter out a particular data you want to remove. So maybe you want to remove an error, you don't want to count an error in this stuff I want to count. Maybe you want to do some now, you want to sum all this data, and you don't want to add an error to it. you have an error in that your row, but you don't want to add that error to that content that I want to do now. You can use your aggregate to do that. So if I click on equals to and click on aggregate now, you're going to tell me what formula do I want to make use of. So I want to sum this data now. So I'm going to put in my sum. I'm going to say sum. So let's say sum. So sum is number 9. Sum. Then now, what do I want to ignore? So I want to ignore errors. So I want to ignore all these errors here. So I want to say ignore errors, error values. So ignore error values. So here it's going to just basically what you want to ignore. So we have different things that you can ignore. You can ignore nested subtotals and aggregation functions. Ignore. So basically what it means is anywhere that there's an aggregation function in this data here, you should ignore it. Anywhere that is a subtotal in this function here, maybe everything has been added together in a particular data and data is selected too. You should also ignore it. So you're getting hidden rows. If you have hidden rows, you should ignore it. You have nested subtotal. Okay, this one is ignore hidden rows, nested subtotal, and aggregation function. This one is ignore errors, nested subtotal, and aggregation function. Ignore hidden rows, errors, nested subtotal, and aggregation. So this one contains basically everything we have here. So you're getting it. To have ignore nothing. Ignore nothing is not going to ignore anything. So you have the next one, which is ignore hidden rows only. You want to ignore hidden rows only. If there's a hidden row there, it's going to ignore it. The next one is ignore error values. So ignore error values. So we want to ignore error, but that's what we want to do. So we want to ignore error values in our sum, or we want to ignore hidden rows and error values. So I'm going to say error values for now. Then next option, the array that I want to use. So the array, which array do I want to get at from? So this is array here. Select my array. So the array that I want to sum together, this is it. Let's go back up. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I went and put comma, it's going to go to another. So, but basically they move the comma behind it, and this is what we are one of that. So we get our sum now. We get the sum of everything here without the error. Remember when we summed it before without using application, it gives us any error because any error was here. But now it's basically ignoring any cell there that has error and calculate any other cell for us. Do we get it?
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay, can you help me write that formula again? Let me see how it's good.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Equals to aggregate.
Yeah, so to aggregate equals to aggregate. So look for aggregate.
Yeah.
So that is aggregate here. Click on it. Then now, which formula do you want to use this for? So let's say I want to count now. The other one was sum. So I want to count. I can use count, not just sum too. So I guess let me use count for this one.
Okay.
So I want to count that number that does not have that does not contain error. So I'm going to put that. That's 2. That's the column. I can actually type it myself. That's selected. So if I press 2, that's what I want to use. 2, then comma. Then now I want which error do I want to ignore? What do I want to ignore? So I want to ignore errors. So I can also say I want to ignore hidden rows and errors. So if I add the hidden rows, it's going to ignore it. So I'm going to say ignore hidden rows and errors. So click on this. You're going to put number 7, which is the ignore hidden rows and errors. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So comma now. Then I want to select the array of what I want to add together. So where's the array that I want to add together, which is this here? I'm going to select it. That's the range of what you want to add together. I want to count. So range here, and then close brackets and enter. So let's go up. So it's going to count this thing for us. So it's in dollar sign. That's why it's count is showing us money. So I'm going to change the from accounting to general. It's going to give me the number. So I have 494 column cells here that contains numbers that does not contain any errors. Do you get it?
Okay.
Yeah. So you can also use it with count if you want. If you want to use it for average, you can also use it for average. If I say equals to, I'm going to just get a fraction of this number, not this whole number because of the event selection. Copy. I'm going to put it. No. I want to get this range here. Copy. I want to paste it here. Paste, paste. Select it again. This is a formula. Oh, this is a formula. Ah, so this is a formula. I can actually copy it because it's a formula. Can you hear me?
Okay.
So
Yes.
I'm just going to use it like that. Let me just use it like that. So I'm going to use this. So equals to aggregate, aggregate. Then what I want to do, I want to get the average, which is 1. So average, then option. I want to average. I want to ignore hidden rows and errors. Hidden rows and errors. So, and I want it from this array here. So I can just not select everything though. Just select partial like this. So just close bracket and enter. It's gonna work. So we have this is the average of that all those things that I selected, excluding the any errors and the hidden rows. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the aggregate. And the next we want to talk about today is date. Now date is basically to get per se equals to date. I want to get today's date. Just date and put that like this.
Date
Oh no,
and what?
no, it's not date, it's now. I want to get now. So now it's gonna give me today's date. Okay. Yeah. So it's now. Now it's gonna give me today's date and the today's date and the time. So I just put in to do it, just put in equals to now and put two brackets and close it and enter. It gives you today's date.
Okay.
So it's gonna give you today's date. Okay. It's gonna give you today's date and now. I think there's another one. Let me get my. So I'm coming just 1 minute now. I want to check the next one. I think is um done now. Okay, sorry. So I already showed you this is for the now. You want to get now. So if you also want to get today, this is today. Just equals to today. So the same thing. It's going to give you today's date. I guess so it's going to give you today's date. So
Okay.
it's going to give you today's. So you can change the date format if you want. Sorry, change the date format. What am I trying? No. I'm coming. No. Wait. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna change it. I'm change it to a long date. Fill it to long date and short date. So change the format. Can do the same thing. Long date here. I can also change it to short date. I mean, so time. Just get only the time of now. Long date. So, but basically giving you today. So I getting it. So it's gonna give you what you need to. That's it. So just if you want today's date, you put today, then close open and close bracket. It's gonna give you from now the same thing. They give you the same thing. But now it's gonna give you the time and they'll give you the time and the date. I getting it. The time and the date.
Yeah.
That's that. Then I have another one. Um, which I'm coming. I think is we have another which is end of month. End of month. So basically, end of month, what it does is it gives you an end of month of a particular date that you selected. So if I'm going to use another thing that has dates on it. Date, order. Order has date. So now I'm going to come here now. So let's say I want to get end of date of this here. I'm going to remove this one. So let's say I want to get the end of month, not end of date, end of month of this year, or this date I'll have here. So I want to get the end of month of this day. So what I'm going to do is the equals to EOM, EOM month. So EOM month, select it. So you're going to have starting date. So starting date, which is this date here, and then my comma, then the month. So getting it. The month, the month has it can be the same month, or I have to give it like another 1 month extra. So if I say 0, so you have give me that same month. So that same month give me the end of date. But if I said if I put 1 here, it gives me the next month. Instead of giving me that date month, so I get it gives me the next month. Yeah. So instead of giving me the month I have, it's gonna give me the next month. If I put 2, give me the 2 months after that date. So 2 months. What it just does is just give me the end of date of that month. So end of date of that month. End of date of end of yeah, end of date, end date of that month. I get it. So then if I put 3, the same thing, it goes like that. So I bring this down. I get end of date, end of month of this. This is February 29, end of the end of month of this, end of month of this, and end of month of. So I get it. So and now it's coming in down, but I already added 2 in this part. It's gonna give me. I already added 3. So it's gonna the same thing for the other one. It's gonna be the same. So if I put 1, if I bring down, okay, now so it's gonna give me end of month of this. Just 1 month interval. 1 month interval. Do you get it now? Yeah. So that's end of month. So they're just simple. That's just to basically get something like that. Then we have
the end of month. That 1 and 2 you're putting is for like the next month, right?
yeah, it's for the next month. Not just you want to skip in that month that we are in to go to the next one. That's just 1. If you want to be in that same, just put 0. If you want it to be in that same month, put 0. If you want it to be another month, put 1. If you want it to go to second, like 2 months, put 2. 1, 3.
Okay.
That's it. So the next we have working days. So working days. So maybe you maybe you have a meeting now. You have an appointment. I want to get you have an appointment like maybe in 14 working days. So you have your appointment in 14 working days, and you want to know that which date is that. So you can use your Excel to do that. You can use your working days to do that. So if I come down here, let me just come here. Let's see. 14, 14, 14 of this. So, oh, sorry, not so. Okay. So I want to get I have an appointment in 14 working days from today now. So I guess from this day that I have here, I have a 14 work I have an an appointment in 14 working days from this date. So what I need to do is put my equals to, I want to get the date. So I can use this first one, which is work day. But the work day now, you have to be the one specifying your weekends for you, because it has to know the weekend. You have to have your weekends. So I guess you have weekends and working days. So what I try to get is working days. So I guess not weekends. So for this also, you're going to be the one in putting in the working days, the weekends yourself. You're going to type in your weekend. But use the second one. It's going to help you identify the weekend for you and your holidays too. So identify the weekend for you. Then the holiday, you're going to put in the date for yourself. So basically, what I'm going to do is starting date. Which date is the working day starting from? So it's going to start from here. Then the how many days? So I want it to be 14 working days. 14 working days. I want to get the date of it. So which day? This one. Which days are my weekend? So which days are my weekend? So it could be Sunday and Saturday and Sunday, Sunday and Monday, Monday and Tuesday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So I get it. So but for me, it's going to be Sunday and Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday, click on it. That's one. Then I can also specify my holiday. So if I have any date in between here that it's going to be a holiday, I can put it in here. But if I don't, just leave it with my bracket, and then it's going to give me the date. So this place is dollars. We have our accounting this thing there. So I want to just change it to short date. Sorry, not this second, the first one here. Okay. Change it to short date, and it's going to give me the date. So you can see that if you look at, we have the month of September. September 23rd. That's what we did it. Now, our 14 working days from there, excluding the holidays and every other 14 working days from there is going to be 13th of 13th of 13th of this is October. Yeah, 13th of October. It's going to give that's going to be the 14 work the date of where we're going. So it's going to be 13th of October. So if I have an appointment, I have somewhere to go, I should know that this is the date I'm going to go there, go to that place. Isn't it? So in 14 working days, so this is the day I'm going to go to that place after 14 working days. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the working day.
The holiday, this thing, how do you put it? Is it that you type it?
Yeah, you type
or
the date.
the generator will give you those conditions that you can.
You have to type the date yourself. So if let's say our holiday, we have holiday on October.
Like this May now.
Yeah, October 2nd. I have an holiday October 2nd, and I don't even know if October 2nd is Sunday or something. So I'm going to put it second.
October 1st, Independence Day.
Don't mind. October 1st. See me. I don't forget that October 1st is Independence Day. So 2015. So enter. So it's going to.
Is it 2015? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2015. October 1st, 2015.
So if in that month you have like 3 holidays, you put it there too.
Yeah, I put it there too. I'm putting comma. I'm putting another one. So basically that. So you can do that. For the first one, the first work day. Remember, I showed you the first work day is all these stuff, even the weekend, the weekend, you're gonna type the date yourself too. You have okay, you say Sunday and Monday is my weekend. So on Monday and this is my weekend for yourself. But this one it gives you the option for you to just put it yourself, for you to just select. Just gonna make them two because you know that holidays weekend is going to be 2. So your weekend is meant to be 2 days. So it's gonna give you the Sunday and any other day, Monday or any other day together like that, and you go just select it and make use of them to get your weekend. So I getting it. So that's that. So that's what we basically need to cover today. So the next class we're going to be covering some if and some ifs. Okay, some ifs. So the next class,
okay,
we're going to be covering. I'm going to be the one teaching in the next class. I think Akim is not going to be our very good at it. So some ifs, average ifs. Yes, okay. Some ifs and average ifs. That's what we're going to cover the next on I think Thursday. So So some ifs, and averages. That's what I want to cover. So the reason why I'm not covering it is because it's going to take time. We're going to oversee our time if we start covering the sum if today. So let's just stop at this part so that you can actually practice the index that we already talked about. I get it. So I'm going to send this video today. Make sure that I'm going to edit it today and I'm going to send it today. So I'm going to also send the assignment too. I'm going to send yeah. So I'm going to send it to so you know what? Let me give you my number so you can message me on WhatsApp instead of going through Akim so that we can just.
Yes, I think that's better.
Yeah, I'm going to type it in the chat so that you can see it.
Are you going to send it to me directly on my WhatsApp?
Yeah, I'm going to send it. Yeah, I'm going to send everything.
The recording.
Yeah, just message. This is my number. Just message me now, and I'm going to send it to you. Everything right here on WhatsApp. So just message. Yeah,
hold on.
Okay.
Let me send you WhatsApp. I try to flash it now, but it's not going.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Okay, let me check now. Okay, my WhatsApp is loading. Okay, I've seen it. I've seen it. So I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna send everything to you. I've seen it now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna send everything to you. So I'm gonna send everything, the recording and the assignment to you. So I'm gonna see you in the next. So
the next class now, yeah.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. All right, bye. Have a great day.
You too.
Yes, ma'am.